Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor. Hopefully we're going to finish this painting today in this last session here, I hope. I'll do my best. So that's the painting we're looking at. And this is the painting that we are trying to get something like that one. So that's the painting that Tanny had requested that I do. She found it on my website, I guess. That's a painting I did myself and made it up, and you can do that too. So the next step I think I'd like to try is to get you to do the roof. Just get a small flat brush out, small flat chisel brush, and we will take some white paint and just take a little bit of white paint, maybe a little tiny bit of red in with it, and just take your paint, and we're going to do a highlight on the edge of this here because the sun is coming in, and we'll just take that and bring in these little streaks. Just say that there's some sun shining on the edge of that roof. Roof. Okay. And what we're going to do is clean off our brush, and then we'll go back over that again and smooth it out a little bit so it doesn't look so streaky. You don't want it to look like lines, right? And then move it right over to the center of the house, and that gives you more of a natural look. Okay. And then you're going to take some blue and let's see, some blue and some red. I'm only trying to darken up my red right now. A little bit of blue, a little bit of red. That's all. Just a bit of blue, a bit of red to make kind of a purplish color. Just trying to get a shadowy color, okay? Chateau. And I want to put a little bit of a shadowy color on the edge here. Just a little bit to shape up that roof part. Bring it in a little bit towards the center. Just give it a bit of a shadow. And then you're going to go over your door if it needs it. Make it nice and dark. Whoops. Make it nice and dark. Okay, good. And then we are going to put a little bit of shadows in here. Don't worry about it too much. I'm just playing. See a little bit of shadow over here. So I want to make it a little bit of a darker over there. And then underneath the roof, we'll just get a liner brush. Get a long liner brush. They're easier to work with. And take that brush and add your dark blue and your blue. You can be ultramarine blue and cad red if you want to use those colors. And take the dark color for a shadow and put it underneath the roof here. Just to give it a bit of a shadow under here. I'm just going to wet that a little bit to make the paint move. And just bring that under here for a shadow. Okay. I want to get that shadow darker, so I just add a little tiny bit of black. I can't seem to get that nice shadow. And my hand's not very steady because I'm leaning over, but you can get that better than that. Take that edge there and make it into a proper roof. Okay, that's a little better. Now, and then you can take some red paint and put a little bit of red in your door here. Just put it over what you already see. And then take a little bit of a shadow color and put it in the corner. Just a little bit of shadow color, which is the blue and red and a bit of black if you need to darken up really good. And let's see, let's get a bit of a color. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good enough for me. So I'm just going to fix my windows, square them off a little bit. Okay, that's that. And then I'm going to make a little, I'm going to take my flat brush again, small flat brush, okay? And we're going to, done too fast? There we go. Going to take, we're going to make some little, what we're going to do is make some little fence, do a little fence there, okay? So we need a very small brush for that. Maybe we better use, maybe we better off using a small liner brush. Let's try the liner brush because I don't know if that's going to, or a smaller brush. Let me see. You see, probably let's try one of these brushes, okay? They're smaller than the liner brush, but they're round. Get a bit of water and go into your white paint. All right, And then you're going to take, all you're doing is bringing down some lines. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3, however many you want. Now this brush is not making them nice and oh, there we go. Just depends on what way you put your brush. And they're pretty close together. So if you're too far apart, just put some in between. All right, so let's just keep doing that till you get the fence over to, where are we going with it? Let's see, let's go over here. Just make your lines down. I'm not doing very good. I can't get this brush to work, so I might have to try another brush. So straight line down, straight, straight, straight. And you come over as far as you want. So we'll just sort of hide that fence behind those bushes. If you want to go all the way over, you can. Make your fence whatever way you want. So that's just a little bit of a fence there. Yep. A bit of a crooked fence, isn't it? That's okay. Okay, so you take your brush and let's see. Probably want to put a little line going through it a little bit just to give it so it looks like a fence, but that's okay, it looks good. I'm not going to play with that too much more. There's lots more I can do with it, but let's put a few little pebbles, a few little more highlights. I'm going to put a few little highlights on my path first. I'm going to look at it and see what else it needs. And so let's just take a little bit of red and white, a little bit of pink and a bit of brown. A brown, maybe a little bit of blue. We're just going to highlight our path a little bit. So a little bit of a red and blue, a little bit of brown, a little bit of white. Depends on what color you want. So I'm just going to get that color for now. And I'm just going to take some of that color and put it here on the side like we did before, and just pull it in. Have as much as you want. So what you can do is you can take your brush and clean it off and then just move that around a little bit. Just scrub it in a little bit. There we go, because you don't want too much paint. It's hard to work with paint if it's too much on your brush. So we'll just scrub that in there a little bit just to give it an edge. That's all. So that's that. And like I said, if there's something else you want to do yourself, you go right ahead. So for a few little pebbles, all you have to do is get a small brush, a very small brush, the smallest one you can find. Little flat brush, that big. Look, that's not very big. And just put some brown on one side and white on the other. And you just touch with the brown side down. Just touch, and something like you made your flowers. Touch and pull over, or just touch. Just touch, and you get these little tiny pebbles. I'm going to bring that down now so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see if we can get you to see what I'm doing. There we go. That's a bit better. All right. Now, let's see. This is the hard part about this, is making sure you can see what I'm doing. All right, so same as you did with your flowers, but this is a smaller brush, but this brush is good for your flowers too. So you can put white on one side and brown on the other, and just touch. And you got a few little pebbles. Just touch, very gentle. If you touch really really gentle, even on the edge of that, you'll get some little tiny pebbles, right? Just touch, 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 touch. Yep, little tiny ones. Okay, good. And now what you're going to do, keep this small same brush and put red on it and a bit of yellow. Red on one side and yellow on the other side. Red and yellow. And just put a few little flowers in front of the house, that's all. And just touch again. Touch. Touch. Okay. I don't like them, but we're going to just see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Just touch, touch. A few little flowers. Now, I didn't like those, but it's not much I can do. Oh, where are you to? Ah, I almost lost you. There you are. Sorry about that again. All right, here we go. I got you. I did that, so you're probably sitting there going, where did she go? I hope you're not mad at me. So here we go, red. And that I'm just going to touch off of those to give it some little flower look. So I got reds and yellows on there, and I'm just touch. There we go. A little bit better. So you can take some flowers and put them on whatever way you want. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of a white on top of those to give it a little bit of a look of flowers. Now you can do lots of other things. You can make any kind of flowers you want. And I think, oh, you know, the only thing we got left to do now is let's do the shadow by the trees. Now there's a shadow comes out here. See, watch, I'll show you. There's a shadow, see? So let's put a shadow by our trees. And I think I'm going to leave that then. There's your little pebbles. That's the little pebbles. All right, some shadows on the side. There's your little house. There's my little thumb. There's your trees. There we go. Hopefully this helps you be able to get what you're looking for. Okay, so the shadow. So just get a shadow color of red and blue. Red and blue. And a bit of brown. Red and blue and brown. Red and blue and brown. That should do it. Maybe a bit of green because there's green in the grass. And there we go. Let's try that. And just scrub that along wherever you, whatever way you think that shadow is coming out. So I'm thinking it's coming out this way and that way. And it's just a shadow, so if that's not dark enough, then add more blue and red. You want to get a really dark shadow. So just blue and red for now. And darken it up. There we go. That might be a bit better. Get that shadow in there. You can bring it as far over as you want. You can even bring it past across your path if you wanted to. How about we do that? How about we do that for a bit of fun? Just to make it look like it's coming over in the path. Right? So you can have it as long as you want. There we go. So that's your shadow. Just me and my shadow. All right, so I am going to let you go. And there's probably a few little touch-ups you could do, I suppose, if you wanted to. You know, you want to do a few extra things. So that's the painting, and hopefully you like the Tenny. And I hope you learned. If you have a problem with anything, just let me know. You can also put a few little reflections from the trees down here, but I didn't bother with that. So that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed this painting, and I'll see you in the next request, I guess. Send me some requests and I'll do my best to get them done for you. So this is Allison Pryor signing out. Happy painting.